In this academy, you receive a secret, privileged, and exclusive training revealed by some of the world's greatest entrepreneurs and philosophers, whom we have chosen to keep anonymous for personal privacy reasons. Subscribe now. Learn the secrets of global leaders and skyrocket your earnings.
Who are you really when you enter other people's lives, when you make a deal, when someone asks you for help, when someone needs time, listening, a hand? Every time you relate to the world, you are choosing a way of living. There are those who think only of themselves. There are those who think first of others and then of themselves. There are those who try to keep giving and receiving in balance. You always move between these three modes. But one dominates, one defines you. One builds or destroys your relationships, your serenity, your economic freedom. There are people who enter a situation with only one question in mind. What can I take from here? They want the best advantage, the biggest part, the biggest piece of cake. If to get it they must burn a relationship, they burn it. If they must use someone, they use them. Then there are people who do the opposite. They always put others first. They help. They go out of their way. They carry problems on their shoulders. They give time. They give advice. They give opportunities. And often they forget themselves. Finally, there are those who think like this. I help you. But one day you will remember me, and you will help me too. They are not bad. They are not saints. They just look for balance. Where are you? This lesson is here to make you take a leap, because the point is not to put a label on yourself. The point is to learn to live in a way that makes you happy, free, respected, surrounded by the right people, and with more economic possibilities. Let's start from a strong truth. Helping does good. It does good to the one who receives. But above all, it does good to you. When you do something for someone without calculating down to the last cent, something incredible happens inside you. You feel more alive, more useful, more connected, more full. Science confirms it. But you don't need studies to know it. You just need to remember the last time you really helped someone. Now, however, comes the part no one tells you. If you always give, to everyone, at any moment, without filters, without limits, without thinking of yourself, you are not doing good. You are burning yourself out. Being generous does not mean canceling yourself. It means choosing where to put your heart, your time, your energies, your money. Listen well. Your time does not belong to the first person who writes you a message. It belongs first to you, to those you love, to your projects, to your growth. Your energies are not infinite. You cannot save them all. You cannot always say yes. You cannot be available 24 hours a day. Your money is not a toy for those who see you only as an ATM. It serves first to give stability to your family, to build security, to create freedom. This is the new rule. Keep helping, but stop sacrificing yourself for those who do not respect you. There are people who will use your goodness against you. They will ask you for favor after favor. They will look for you only when they need. They will make you feel guilty if you say no. They won't be there when you are the one who needs. You already know these people. From today with them, you must change the game. Keep being polite, keep being correct, but learn to say, not now. I cannot do this. This is not right for me. It is not selfishness. It is respect for yourself. Remember this sentence. Altruism plus self-care. Not only altruism, not only self-care. Both together. If you give only to others and never to yourself, you empty yourself. If you think only of yourself and never of others, you end up alone. Real life is in the middle. Open heart, straight shoulders. There is another important point. The world does not forget how you behave. Those who think only of themselves, at the beginning may seem clever. Maybe they rise fast. They take the credit. They take the money. They take the clients. They take the opportunities. But little by little word spreads. People talk. Reputation collapses. Doors close. They no longer recommend you. They no longer refer you. They no longer want you in their projects. You can win some battles with selfishness, but you will lose the war of life. Those who instead help, support, share, connect people with each other, Do not think only of their own glory. Maybe at the beginning they rise slower, but one day they find themselves surrounded by an incredible network. People who open doors for them, who defend them, who mention them, who recommend them, who speak well of them even when they are not present. And this is where the magic happens. Intelligent generosity becomes economic strength, becomes opportunity, becomes proposals, becomes work, becomes security. People want to work with those who take care of them, not with those who use them. This is true for employment, for business, for sales, for investments, for everything. But be careful. It is not enough to help. You need the right way of communicating. You can enter a conversation with two different energies. The first is, "Now I'll explain how things are." This closes. The other is, "Let me understand who you are, what you really need, what worries you, what you desire." This opens. When you ask sincere questions, when you really listen, when you don't interrupt just to talk about yourself, the other person relaxes, trusts, opens up, tells you the truth, tells you their real problems. And if you truly want to help them, it is right there that you can make the difference. This communication style is very powerful, especially if you work with people, clients, collaborators, colleagues, suppliers, boss. People trust those who make them feel listened to, and often they buy, they follow, they collaborate for this reason. So, if you want to increase your value in the market, learn to do two things. Really help, really listen, but never forget protection. If you try to please everyone, you burn yourself out. If you try to save everyone, you drown. Instead, if you focus on the impact you have, if you look at the results you are creating, if you see people becoming stronger thanks to you, your energy recharges, you feel useful, you feel on track, you feel in the right place. And when you meet someone who takes advantage, stop, put distance, don't become mean, become selective, keep treating people well, but choose better to whom you give your time. This too is love. Love for you, for your family, for the people who truly deserve your presence. Now let's bring all this into your real life, in relationships. From today, you can choose to be that person who raises the level, who listens, who encourages, who helps others grow, but who allows no one to step on them, by saying no when needed, by clarifying boundaries, by speaking with respect but firmness. In your personal well-being, from today you can decide that helping others does not mean abandoning yourself. Take time to rest, to take care of your body, to nourish your mind, to say, "Now I need to recharge, so later I can give better," in your economic life. From today you can make the difference by becoming a person who gives real value. If you have a business or sell something, don't think, "How can I squeeze this client?" Think, "How can I make them feel so good with me that they become my best sponsor?" If you work in a company, don't think only, "How do I advance in my career?" Think, "How can I make the department grow? How can I help colleagues? How can I be that fixed point everyone wants on the team?" In both cases, when you create success for others, in the long run you create success for yourself too. This golden rule always remains. Give generously, protect yourself intelligently. Now comes the most important part, the one you must not only listen to, but feel. Listen to me. Inside you there is an incredible version of yourself, a strong person, generous, esteemed, surrounded by healthy relationships, who earns well, who helps others, who wakes up in the morning feeling they have a role. That version of you is not born by chance. It is born from the choices you make every day. Every time you decide to help someone without canceling yourself, you are becoming that person. Every time you say no to those who exploit you, you are becoming that person. Every time you listen instead of wanting to be right, you are becoming that person. Every time you seek the interest of all, and not only your own, you are becoming that person. You were not born to live on the defensive. You were not born to live with a closed heart. You were not born to fear that if you give something you will lose everything. You were born to create value, to make others shine with you, to build a network of strong people around you, to grow emotionally, relationally, and also economically, Just imagine for a moment your life in a few years, surrounded by people who respect you, who speak well of you, who open doors for you, who seek you, not because you have something to give today, but because they know who you are. Imagine a more serene bank account, not because you exploited, but because you built trust, because clients return, because collaborators stay, because opportunities arrive. Imagine falling asleep at night knowing you created value, that you helped someone, that you did the right thing without stepping on yourself. Now open your eyes and understand that all this starts from a decision. Here, now, decide that from today you will be a person who helps intelligently, who listens deeply, who sets boundaries with respect, who builds clean relationships, who refuses dirty games, who chooses the longest road, but the one that takes you higher. I want you to feel this inside. You have enormous power to change your life and that of others. You don't need to become hard and cold. You need to become strong and clear. From today, promise yourself this. I will be a person who creates value everywhere I go, but I will never again allow anyone to use my goodness against me if you start living like this. Your relationships will change, your well-being will grow, your economic opportunities will increase. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start today, right now. With a small gesture, send a message to someone to help them. Set a boundary where before you always said yes. Really listen to a person without interrupting. Do something that brings value to someone and respect to yourself at the same time. Do this today. Repeat it tomorrow. Turn it into a lifestyle. And one day you will look back and you will be amazed at how much you have grown. Inside, outside, in your wallet, in your heart. I believe you can become that person. Now you must believe it too. And start now, right now, with the first concrete action that unites generosity and respect for yourself.